It ain't COVID. It ain't COVID, honey. I had to get tested to do my radio interviews. Baby, trust me. We would have known. I get tested like every 2 to 3 days. Anyway, my brows are gone from Met Gala. My coochie hair gone for my birthday. It was my first time ever lasering. I hope my family's not on this live. First time ever lasering my coochie. You know, I just wanted to like try it. I wanted to see how it feels. And I kind of liked it. Okay, how was Met Gala? I tend to have a lot of fun at Met Galas. I know a lot of people who be like, I don't personally know them, but I see on the internet, people be like, it sucked, it was this, it was that. But I kind of go to like get drunk and kiki with people. And mind you, I stay in my circle. I stay with my friends, my team. I don't really know that many celebrity people, like on a personal level, outside of obviously SZA, Kaylani. Harry and Adele weren't there. But you know what I'm saying? Like, so that being said, I'm not in these situations often. So when I do show up to the Met Gala, I talk to anybody and everybody. It's really like the shoot your shot gala. It's like, who do you want to talk to? Who do you want to picture with? Who did you always want to tell, like, oh, I really like that project you did or that da-da-da-da you did. So it's fun. So basically, it's hella traffic. Depending on what you're wearing, you're standing on a Sprinter bus. Very uncomfortable. I kind of bent up. If you see, sorry y'all, no bra. I kind of bent up the corset a little bit, but it looked cool because it was wood grain. So it worked out for me. But I was sitting because, bitch, my feet was hurting, my hip was hurting. Just getting there. You get there, you got to get out, and there's a long fucking line. And you have to, like, I'm taking the glamour away from it. But it's true. You got to wait because it's like for everybody to have that individual moment on the stairs, if there wasn't like a line, it would just be mobbed out. So you're waiting. And that's the hardest part because, bitch, I was sweating in that big ass coat. My feet was hurting. They don't got no chairs, no cocktails. I'm like, bitch, I was looking at them like, can we get some chairs and some drinks? Some hors d'oeuvres? But everybody else was kind of mixing and mingling. That was the scariest part for me because it's the part, but after the carpet's done, I'm the happiest bitch in the world. But I had the flute. I was like, okay, I gotta choreograph this just right. I gotta walk out with the flute. I'm gonna play the flute. I'm gonna hand the flute off. I'm gonna drop the coat. I didn't do none of that shit. I got too nervous. So I'm nervous. I memorized Debussy, Afternoon of a Faun, because for those who know, Debussy was a famous composer during the Gilded Age. And Afternoon of a Faun is like one of the most famous flute solos. So for people who want to deep dive on getting the theme right, I understood the assignment. What the hell? What is this? This is not sweat. This is like oil. I oil my body up and I think that's just oil. Anyway. So I was over there just practicing my part. The coat had the dress had a thing right here, so I couldn't get my arm in the right flute position. The coat was like 80 pounds, so I couldn't even overpower that to get my arm here. So I was like, I'm gonna mess up the flute solo. I was freaking out. So that line felt like it was like 2 hours long. You get out of the line, and then Mark Jacobs let me cut him in line. Thank you so much, Mark and Char. You get to the part, and there's all these people on the other side. Because, like, you walk up, and there's, like, the tent, and there's the stairs. But all these people who are just in the streets. And it's like a whole it's like Madison Square Garden out there. And you turn, and they're like, they screaming for you. And a lot of people don't show them much attention because it's like they want to get up the stairs. They're like, but Nicki Minaj did. You know, she loved her fans and her body. I was like, I know they're going to go crazy when Nicki go out there. Nicki went out there and they were like, and she was like, she made a point, ran over and waved at all the people. I was like, that's incredible. I was like, you know, I'm going to spend some time with the people too. Because I'm like, damn, imagine if I was out there, I would want to have a moment. Do you know what I'm saying? With an artist that I fuck with or anybody. I remember being younger and wanting to go places just because I heard Diddy was going to be there or Lil Wayne, you know, and being like, damn, if I could just get a glimpse of Diddy, like that would be so cool. So I said, fuck yeah. So I walk out and before I say, they're like, Lizzo, over here. I'm like, nah, I'm going to go over here. So I ran over to the people and I was like, and they was like, Lizzo. And it was so cool. I don't know. Now the story's getting a little off track. But I rock with all those people. If anybody in that live from those people out there, it was like hundreds and hundreds of them. I fuck with y'all heavily because I was so nervous. But then y'all were like, Lizzo. And it made me feel like, okay, bitch, like you can do this. So I turned and they were like, Lizzo. And they were taking photos of me. And I had this plan to play the flute. I was going to go do. I was going to play the whole intro to Debussy. But I got nervous. And I only played it once because all of the photographers were heckling me. They were like, you're putting us to sleep. You're putting us to sleep with the flute. And I was like, okay. Like, it made me feel like I thought it was going to happen. In my mind, I thought it was going to be this moment where I walk out and I play it and everyone's like, wow, like transfixed. And then I was going to get a little round of applause. Then they was like, you're putting us to sleep. So I only played it once. Only the first half of it. And I posed. I got the photos. And then the crowd over there, they was chanting Lizzo. So I went over there and gave them a trill because people love the trill. I said, and the photographer was like, Lizzo, give us some of that. So I went over and gave them the trill, which is why you see some videos of me playing Afternoon of a Fawn, and then you see some videos of me playing the trill. I was just trying to give the people what they wanted. And Afternoon of the Fawn was the assignment. It was the Gilded era, but whatever. No one was tripping. Then you have to go up the stairs, and there's people there from the Met and from Vogue who help you up the stairs because a lot of people's outfits be thrown off. It'd be hard to balance up the stairs. So I had some people grabbing the coat, and I kind of blacked out at that point and just started posing and playing the flute and posing. I was supposed to hand the flute off a long time ago. I didn't. So I'm posing, I'm like full performer mode, fuck it. And then I get to the top, and people are like, play the flute. And I play the flute, and fucking Kim Kardashian walk in. Everybody went crazy. I was like, who just walked in? She looked good. Here's the thing about like the Met Gala and like the photos of things, because people are like, how does so-and-so look in person? In person, everybody looks really good because it's like your hair and makeup is done. You've been working on it for hours. You're in like this nice piece, this couture, bespoke piece of clothing. So everybody looks really good in person. I think when you have to start judging people, like it's a competition, and you see the flash photos of people, it reads differently. There wasn't nobody in person that I was like, well, you look crazy. Like, everybody looked really nice, and I was like, oh, this like prom for celebrities. So Kim looked, which was like very glowy. I was like, damn. Her shit was sparkling and shit. I was like, damn, nigga, she got like the real life Kira. And walk inside. I'm not gonna tell y'all this part because this part might get me in trouble, so I'm not gonna tell you. You walk inside. Let's just say we got in. And then you walk through like this exhibit that you always kind of walk through, and to get to the dinner. You get to the dinner, you get in that bitch, you sit down at your assigned table, but you look around, everywhere you look is like somebody you either recognize or know. I walk in and there was like a musician, there was like a table with all musicians. I was like, what the hell? You know, SZA was there and Chloe, Innocent Pat was all at this table. I said, damn. But I was supposed to be at the Tom Brown table. So I stopped and talked to SZA for a long time and put my face in her titties. Everybody knows. Her titties were titty-ing. Okay? Sitting pretty. And then I go over to my table. My table lit too. I was next to Kourtney Kardashian and Travis. And I was next to Tom Brown. Tom Brown's wonderful partner who organized the whole event. Yaya from Candyman. Maisie from from Game of Thrones. The beautiful woman, it was her birthday. She's in The Grinch. She played the beautiful elf that the Grinch was like in with. Christine, I think her name. It was her birthday. Like, it was a cute table. And I talked to Kourtney. I got her some tequila because they was being real stingy with the liquor that night. I'ma say it. He was like, red or white wine? I was like, tequila, bitch. You know what I've been through? You know how many hours I've been in this corset? How long I've been in these damn shoes? Tequila. So he brought me a jar. Brought me a fucking mason jar of tequila. And Kourtney was like, that's what me and Travis drink. Like, that's tequila. I was like, say less. Garçon. So I had the plug. But, you know, you're up mixing and mingling so much. Then they brought me a steak, and I was like, unfortunately, I cannot eat this. It's always a steak. I remember before I went vegan, I was at the Met and I ate the steak, and it was good. Man, bitch, I didn't even eat. Because I was like, I'm about to go talk to SZA some more because that's my girl. Like, I didn't even know she was going to be there. I was so happy to see her. I run over to her. We talking. That's when all the selfies are happening. Megan come over. Normani come over. It's very cool. And then all of a sudden, they're like, can everyone please take your seats? There's a performance. Am I supposed to be saying all this shit? Yeah. Anyway. And it was really good. Lenny Kravitz performed and I lost my fucking shit. I ran to the stage because I saw Erykah Badu and Janelle Monáe. I was like, bitch, period. I got up on my seat, ran to the stage, and he rocked it. He did American Woman. Stay away from me. He did, Are You Gonna Go My Way? And he did, I Wanna Get Away. And Lenny came over to me, and he was like, and I was like, fuck. It was so fun. And then after that, it's dessert, and you leave. And you do like a few like little, I did like the exhibit. And that's when I ran into Bella and Gigi, and I was like, we gotta do a sister. They were like, and then I ran into them. I was like, excuse me. And Gigi was like, Bella. They're so fun. I really like them. Bella. So we ran up with Bella. I was like, we gotta do a photo. We gotta do a photo sister sandwich. We was trying to get the sister sandwich, but they're ushering us out. You know, we're like, where do we go? People was hopping in our photos. It was chaos. And then Michael Kors walks up and he's like, Lizzo, Bella, and Gigi, that's the photo. Sister sandwich. And I said, exactly. Michael Kors. And it's just lit. Like, it is lit. I have fun. Am I crazy? Like, I be having fun at that shit. It be feeling like my prom fucking sucked. Like, no shade to Elsick. No shade to the actual prom. My personal experience with prom, because I wasn't cool and I didn't have a date, wasn't that fun. So now I feel like the Grammys, I feel like Met Ball, these carpets and award shows, they're like my prom. And it's like, these are all the peers that I went to, like the musicians I'm with, peers I went to high school with or whatever. And I just treat it like that. It's like, oh, they the juniors, they the seniors, they the freshmen. They in that clique, they in that clique. And then I just go and I just mix and mingle with everybody. It's really fun for me. But maybe like my social anxiety works differently than others.